Can you
Yeah,
tell us more about this event? What's the name of the event? When is it? And where is it happening?
sure. So there's an event which is like an AI flagship event, Vistara. The name is Vistara. And the meaning of Vistara is limitless opportunities. The event is specifically for digital agencies who want to go in and do a lot in AI, kind of not don't know where to start or how to get started, and then how it is exactly used in operations. By now, I would say we work with a lot of agencies, help them solve a lot of problems with AI. So we have so many use cases that we want to show, and we will be kind of doing workshop and showcasing real use cases of AI. So yeah, the event name is Vistara, and it's happening on September 28, 29, 30 in Denver, Colorado.
Hey, everybody, it's Roger with Kinsta. I'm joined today by a new friend, Khushbu. Hey, Khushbu, how are you?
Good, Roger. How about you? How's it going?
It's going really well. I'm really excited to have this conversation because, for a few reasons. First of all, you've got an event coming up. You work for E2M Solutions, and so you all also have a bunch of AI work that you're currently doing. So I really want to dive into that. But before we get into that, and what I always love hearing more about is learning more about your story. How did you get into computers and how did you end up in the WordPress world?
All right. So the plan was doing aeronautical engineering, but somehow it didn't happen at that point in time. They required a certain eligibility criteria, which I didn't match back then. So the next best choice was computers because that always fascinated me. I'm like, okay, what's possible? The geeky person inside you always wants you to do something which is logic and which is kind of looks complicated and it's binary. So that's where I chose computers as the best next thing to do after aeronautics, but didn't kind of have an idea that it's going to change the trajectory of my life. Like it's not just the logic and the code and everything that you see. There's much more to it in the back end. Kind of, yeah, I'd say, the most glorious 4 years of my life, like doing the B Tech. And then even after doing B Tech, there's a lot many things that you can do in IT. So one thing that I felt is okay, if not coding, I don't have that patience to sit and write code for like 10 hours. Hats off to all the developers and everybody out there who do that. But then okay, let's think about doing something which is gonna be much meaningful, just like coding. And then that's how I got into sales and customer service and client account management, and the history is kind of in front of you.
Excellent, excellent. And so when did WordPress become a part of your world?
So I joined E2M like 7 years back, and E2M was kind of very big into WordPress, and that's where my WordPress journey started. Is helping clients visualize the projects and making sure about the execution, and then getting involved in the business analysis side of those projects. So yeah, this WordPress journey kind of started with E2M 7 years back.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. And so now, with AI, of course, is the term du jour. Everything is AI now. How is E2M approaching AI with WordPress for their clients?
Yeah, AI with WordPress with the client. So basically, we started with just seeing that what kind of code could be written with AI. So we started our AI journey, I would say, 2 years back when ChatGPT just came in, and they were just kind of had that agent functionality where we could just go and create custom GPT. So that's where we started our journey, seeing that, okay, what kind of quality check or what kind of things could be done with AI. So we had created like quality agents and then proposal creation agents, and then now we have a fully functional, I would say, coding agents as well, wherein they could just write the block of codes for you, which you kind of do on a repetitive basis. And then you have an extension in the WordPress backend where you can just go and install that plugin, and it just does the CSS, the styling, and the most repetitive tasks that you do on the WordPress backend. So it just kind of do that for you. But I would say, Roger, that didn't come during the early stages of the AI. Like we have been using it since 2 years. We see there's new things that could be done with AI every month. And now when we see the compounding, like we have been building WordPress sites since more than I would say 10 years now, and then we might have built more than 10,000 sites. So now we have all of that data of, okay, what have we built? What are the different problems we solve? What are the different modules we built? And now when we have that wide knowledge base, that just makes it more and more, I would say, That just creates more and more stickiness. And okay, what could we build with all this data we have in WordPress? And now we have that AI knowledge as well. How could we bridge both of that and create something which would be kind of helpful for the developers out there? But yeah, we have created something which is helping a lot. We have a team of 200 plus WordPress experts. They have been using it day in and day out. Not perfect, but we are fine tuning it. And probably we will be at a stage in 3, 4 months from now where at least 40 to 50% of the code will be done with that extension.
That's really impressive. As you're approaching this, of course, one of the big things that keeps coming up is this hallucination issue.
Yes.
And it just likes to make things up and create answers. How does E2M approach that to be more safe for their clients?
Yeah, hallucination is something which is real. I would definitely say that we have faced situations where we feel it was working completely fine when we tested it back, but now when we're testing it again, it's not kind of up to the par. So there's a concept called evals. So evals is basically just like how we have our testing checklist for WordPress website. We have a testing checklist for all the automations and agents that we have created. So now if the evals are not matching with what the result we had received before, then there is something that the automation or the agent that we have created is not yet deployment ready. So we will keep on fine tuning it unless it reaches a certain eval. So now we know we tested it 10 different times. It gave the same result. So now this is something that could be used in the live deployed environment. Other than that, we won't do it. We just would keep on using it and just keep on giving the feedback, like fine tuning it based on the feedback.
That sounds like a very elegant solution. That's fantastic. As we've been talking here, we've mentioned that there's an event coming up. Can you tell us more about this event? What's the name of the event? When is it? And where is it happening?
Sure. So there's an event which is like an AI flagship event, Vistara. The name is Vistara. And the meaning of Vistara is limitless opportunities. The event is specifically for digital agencies who want to go in and do a lot in AI, kind of not don't know where to start or how to get started, and then how it is exactly used in operations. By now, I would say we work with a lot of agencies, help them solve a lot of problems with AI. So we have so many use cases that we want to show, and we will be kind of doing workshop and showcasing real use cases of AI. So yeah, the event name is Vistara, and it's happening on September 28, 29, 30 in Denver, Colorado.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so let's go a little bit more into detail. What can people expect if they're going to go to this event? It's 3 days. That's a lot of time. What can they expect to encounter and learn at this event?
So you'll know the basics of AI. There's a lot of stuff that goes around AI, right? AI could do this, AI could do that, and it's all theory. What we wanted to do is we wanted to come with practical use cases of the problems that has already been solved using AI. So it's not a theory that AI could do this or that. It's just seeing what it has already done, the use cases that it has already solved, and then that just helps agency owners visualize, okay, this is what it could do for me. This is where I could use AI. So it's going to be more, I would say, the content, wherein things that has already been done, and then what are the things that could be done. So it's focused on more practical use case scenarios, seeing the agents and automations in actions, learning about how these agents are created or how these automations are created, and then also seeing what is the future of AI for agencies. If you are an agency owner, you're going to learn about the whole AI thing, the use cases of it, and how it is going to emerge like in the next one or 2 years.
Excellent. All right. And so, as far as the format goes, is this all going to be lectures or is there going to be some interactivity built into the event?
Yeah, it's going to be hybrid. So it's going to be the keynotes are going to be more on helping the agency owners understand like what AI is doing and the whole back end of it, what is RAG and what is agents and what is automation. So just helping them know like how to get into it. And then there are going to be workshops as well. And then we have industry experts who has been kind of working on AI since very, very long now. We will be inviting them as well. So they'll be joining and then there'll be workshops. So it's going to be hybrid, like knowing about AI workshops and then knowing from the industry experts what they're doing with AI.
Wow,
So it's going to be, yeah.
this sounds really fantastic and really engaging. If you had, just as like a little teaser here, if there's one thing you would throw out to an agency of why they should attend this event and why, AI is going to be so important for them. Is there like any like one thing you could just mention for them?
I feel, Roger, that's the next big thing that we are moving towards. Like, if you look back at the history there, every decade there's something that just changes the whole trajectory of the business. Like, social media and then SEO and then websites. So if we just look back, and now if we look with this decade, AI is something, it's not something I would feel that it's going to be a luxury, or that we feel that, okay, it's okay if we don't adapt it. We will have to adapt it over the time. So probably the sooner the better. And it's not also something that it's just about ChatGPT, or it's just about Anthropic, or any other model. It's about how we are utilizing it to be more effective, and also how we are utilizing it to get us more revenue. Because then it's going to open a lot more horizons wherein we could be doing more creative work, and the work that we always felt that, okay, we could have something like an automation do that for you. This is the time, because automation could do much more than what we think of right now. So I feel that's the reason the agency owners should be in the room, because they'll be knowing how other agency owners have already started saving more than 100 hours per week, and how they've started getting more revenue just by integrating AI in what they do.
That's fantastic. I love the whole practical approach because, I use AI throughout the day. And a lot of the times it gives me something I'm just not sure what I can do with it. And so I love this idea of really like practical approaches, seeing real world examples that people have utilized and are utilizing. So really exciting stuff. How many people are you expecting for this event?
So we're expecting 100 to 120 people. By now, we have already sold 80 tickets. So it's just 20, 30 more tickets, and then we'll be sold out for this year.
That's wonderful. So keeping it nice and small so that keeps it
Yes,
really intimate. I really dig
yes.
that. Excellent. Well, Khushbu, it's fantastic talking to you, getting to know you better. I'm excited about this event. I hope people go to the site and sign up. We'll have links to the website so that
Mhm.
people can find it. If people want to get in touch with you and talk to you, what's the best way for them to reach out?
They can directly reach out to me on the E2M Solutions, like from the E2M Solutions website. There is my calendar already on the website. And then they could reach out to me on LinkedIn as well. And then if they are really interested in joining the event, the website is Join Vistara. That's where they get to see the whole agenda of it, and then what we have been trying to pull together in the event.
Excellent. Really exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to this event. It's great to talk to you. I look forward to speaking with you again soon. I want to definitely deep dive further into some of the AI practical examples that you guys all have. Have a great day.
All right. Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, Roger.